truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. Hit like, comment, subscribe, you know what to do. Be cool, city lights shining so bright. Fine dining nights feels right. Flights to places far from sight. Get right, ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Underneath the neon glow, life is fast but take it slow. Every moment like a show. Let's go. Dancing through the night, we got energy flows we can't hide. Feel alive, we outside. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could bad for you. In the city. Her mother does.
There we go. There we go. Can y'all check? Can y'all hear me? Can anybody hear me? Check. Mike, check. Put a 1 in the chat if you hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Mike, check.
Oh, baby, please. I'm down on my knees. I need you back in my life, baby.
Can y'all check? Put a 1 in the chat. You can hear me. Check. Mike, check. Mike, check. Can you hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you hear Ruthless. Can you hear me? Mic check. Mic check. My mic sound nice. Check 1.
She's the main one that's going to get got by a $70,000 dude. Shit, probably a $50,000 dude if she's not. There's a couple $20,000 dudes I know could get her. She got to chill, man.
To explain what she meant when she said what she said.
Yeah.
So for those of you that have been rocking with me, I appreciate you not jumping to conclusions.
She lost some fans over this.
The science behind it, and then I'll talk about preference, right?
Okay.
The science behind it is human nature. Masculine men desire an aesthetic because it says health, right?
Yeah.
Aesthetic, which is beauty. This is why masculine men want a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Being a beautiful woman is a part of being high value, right? So they want that because symmetry usually means health, which means healthy air.
Yeah.
So either subconsciously or consciously, one of the reasons why masculine men are seeking beautiful women is because they want healthy children. Whether you know it or not, that's just the truth.
Yeah.
That's the science behind it. For feminine women, we are naturally seeking safety and security.
Okay.
So do you have to make what I make or however much you make or whatever that may, the dollar amount, it's not about the dollar amount. It's I personally, my life, I can't even live where I live off of $70,000 a year after taxes. I'm homeless. You know what I mean?
But so basically that's $70,000. She's assuming you're going to use all of your $70,000 to pay for her lifestyle. If you've already got it like that, why are you tripping? That's what I'm saying. You saying this is where they expose themselves. Because if you already have the millionaire lifestyle that you're talking about, and you're just so well off that you can't possibly see yourself being in a relationship with someone who makes under $70,000, you take this man on and live a more fruitful life, the man of your dreams. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. Women are passing up the man that they're supposed to be with every day because of like this right here.
I don't fit into that vision. And I don't.
They're not passing up the man they're supposed to be with. They're not passing up the man. They're going to get the man that they're supposed to be with. If they might die alone. Women are not scared to die alone. They might die alone.
Want to feel bad for not fitting into a vision, but let's take it back to science. If I'm supposed to be seeking safety and security, the same way that I desire that is the same way that a man wants an aesthetic. So as a man, if you wouldn't take a woman, because 80% of people are overweight or obese in America, if you wouldn't take a woman that's 70 pounds overweight and universally unattractive, but she has a good heart and she nurtures you and she loves you and she cooks and she cleans and she does all those things, would you choose that woman?
And see, she's equating 70 pounds overweight with $70,000 for a man. You know, like this is the thing. I just ran a poll on my page yesterday talking about Azar at 280 pounds versus Azar now. Azar Fairday from the Paul Pierce podcast. It's about 37% of men that are taking Azar at 280 pounds. Like this is why her conversation is flawed. This is why a lot of people need to relax, like, and listen. Like this whole time she's now telling Tony about a question that she asked him. She's trying to explain herself away from this asinine position. And this financial requirement that these women have has to go away immediately if they expect any different kind of outcomes, right? It needs to go away immediately.
You and she loves you and she cooks and she cleans and she does all those things. Would you choose that woman?
Personally, or just in general?
In general, what do you think most men would say?
They would like, nah, you know what I'm saying?
But she has a good heart. Yeah, but she loves you. But she cooks and she cleans.
But it is, the Friday.
It's weak.
Right.
Weak argument.
So the truth is you wouldn't because you don't have to.
Yeah.
That's the truth of it, right? Even if she's going to the gym every single day. Now, people will say that's harsh. It is human nature. This is may the strongest survive. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I personally think that
survival of the fittest. She's trying to use survival of the fittest to justify wanting to be a gold digger. Like, I mean, there's no other way to slice it. Like, she wants to say it nice. Like, oh, I can't do it. But she wants somebody that's wealthier than her, obviously. She don't even want nobody probably on her same level. She's saying it's $70,000 because she knows that's absolutely out of the picture. But as far as it goes, she wants somebody that's making more money than her in every situation. And this is why a lot of these women are single. This is why a lot of women are single going into their 40s and 50s. And they sit there and they wait and they wait. And the man doesn't appear. And if he does, he cheats on you. So then you're mad about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many things here that she doesn't take into account. But in the meantime, they get ran through too. Don't let them lie to you about that either.
We need to stop being so sensitive about people's preferences.
I agree.
We need to stop being, and also if I am working on myself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, and energetically, what is wrong with me wanting to be equally yoked to a person that is also those things?
But you're not working on yourself. You're superficially looking for a person that makes more money than you. Like that got women of other communities, literally. What I'm saying, like, this is why the community
to have that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah, I think the good thing is that the $70,000 a year guy is being saved from a woman because of mentalities like Sarah's. And she don't even, based on their money in general, right? And that's what's not being said. That's what's not being said about this whole thing. They don't realize how bad they sound. Meanwhile, you got women of other communities literally woman is a CEO at a company and she's married to a plumber. Woman's a CEO at a company and she's married to a stay-at-home dad. Woman works in the government, high up in the government. She's got a guy at home who runs his own business that's struggling, a struggling business. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is why the community is struggling because of mentalities like Sarah's, and she don't even realize it.
Yeah.
Now, does that mean that a man that makes $70,000 a year doesn't deserve love? No.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that at all. It means they absolutely get to have the woman that they desire. And for me, I've worked to a point where that's my preference is not to have that.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah, I think the good thing is that the $70,000 a year guy is being saved from a woman like you. Can we be honest? Because you are materialistic in nature. You ain't even getting in the door good. And now you're disqualifying somebody. But like I said, some good $50,000 good talking comedian like Tony Baker or something could probably get in there. She wouldn't know the difference. Hell, you got dudes that'll lie about how much money they make. That's the other thing. What they judge how much a man makes when they don't really know. They just looking at the cars that are rented, the belt buckles, the wads of cash, and they're like, oh, this guy is the guy that I need. This guy is the one that's making it. Meanwhile, these dudes are scammers. They're lying. They're doing all types of crazy. And meanwhile, you're passing up the guy that could be the man of your dreams. I don't want to hear nothing. All the women out there that have this mentality, I don't want to hear nothing about you can't find a man. You can't find a man and you turning your nose up at somebody who makes almost the median. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. I think $110,000 last I checked was middle income. So 70 is just a couple steps down. It's a couple clicks down. And plus, he could have another something going on the side. But you are really turning your nose up at your potential husband. That's crazy. And you supposed to be well off. Man, if you don't get out of here.
And also for the men that are at home, if you would not choose a universally, and I'm saying universally across the board, unattractive woman that's loving and sweet and kind and nurturing, don't talk to me. Don't say nothing else. Because this is shallow. It's crazy. It doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah.
Oh, it's shallow. So she admits it's shallow for the men, but she can't admit it's shallow to have the mentality that she has as a woman. This is the disconnect.
Does that make sense though?
I mean, for me, I'm team preference. I'm like, you like what you like. Because a lot of times we don't have any control over what we like.
Yeah.
We like what we like. We're drawn to what we're drawn to.
Right.
Now, the financial thing could be a little bit different because
why?
That's more of I feel like that could be changed.
No, I don't know why.
Absolutely. How many times is it? This is another problem. They don't want to build anything with anybody. They want you to be at the finish line before they even walk up, give you a cup of Gatorade. You know what I'm saying? By the time you get there, that's why you're getting cheated on. You don't understand that? This man, a lot of times, probably resents you for coming up to him and his final form, and you get treated just like any other.
What you look like isn't.
Well, nowadays it's a choice.
Well, even surgeries, there are some women that, they say if you're already beautiful and you get surgery, you're going to be more beautiful. Some women get surgery and they are, they're better looking women than they used to be. However, there's levels to everything. And look, I'm not the most beautiful girl in the world. I know this about me. But my spirit is dope. And my energy is fire. And I know that there are things about me that are attractive.
But you're not showing it. You need to do better. I'm going to say that. You need to do better because this type of 70,000
tangible things that we bring. But I'm just so sick and tired of this. Oh, rah, 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 rah. Don't try to break me down.
What about this?
Okay, tell me.
Let's say you meet a man.
Oh.
Everything is on point.
Oh.
With that salary. He's 70,000, but everything about him is right up your alley.
So this is my question. Is he committed to the 70,000 or is that just right now?
No, it's just right now. He's open
that's different.
He's open to.
Wait, now that's different. Hold up now. So She thinks that every man that makes $70,000 does not have the potential to make more in the future. I'm going to say this. As a black man, black men peak later in life, in their 40s, in their 50s sometimes, maybe even into their 60s. This is what these women like Sarah, this is what they don't understand about men. And these are the people that are supposed to be out here giving advice. That is the thing that really makes this crazy. These are the people that are supposed to be out here giving advice, and they don't even understand men. Insanity. Tony Baker just, I don't know. I'm not even going to say Tony Baker.
I have to vehemently disagree. Women understand men. Women understand everything about men. They know how to get a man. They know how to please a man. They know how to make a man happy. They know exactly how to connect with a man. The thing is, they just don't give a fuck. They just don't care to do all that because they think they're the prize. And we keep thinking, oh, she needs to change. No. These women are exactly who they are. And if they're out your league, walk around, do a U-turn. But women, they know how to get a man. They know how to love a man. Women know how to please men. Women know how to communicate to men. The bottom line, they just don't give a fuck. They don't. They don't give a fuck about what a nigga. Oh, baby, can you wait? Can you be with me? I only make $70K. Can you just give me a chance? No.
Or is he just talking?
He moving and shaking. He's moving and shaking.
Completely different story.
But he's 70 grand in. And he might be 70 grand in for the first 3-4 years y'all dating.
Okay.
Right.
But he's still moving and shaking.
You're not going to resent him for 3-4 years? Oh, yeah, she probably is. She's like, oh, I can't even stand him. I can't even go to sleep at night next to this dude. How can I respect him? Because that was one of the lines she said in her infamous clip that went viral. Was how can I respect?
It's gonna come around me and stay at 70 grand for 3-4 years. That's not even realistic.
Would you help him?
I would help him. That's what I'm saying. There's no way with a me on your side.
Chance.
Yeah, that was a different question. Though.
Yeah, there's a chance.
If you're committed to 70,000, I don't fit in that vision for life. But if you're growing your business,
once again, what man is committed to 70,000?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Women want what the fuck they want. And they don't give a fuck. And if anybody gets in their way, and they get out the way. And, it's crazy, right? Because all these men are triggered by this. That women are evil. They're cold-hearted. Oh, no, ruthless. Ruthless, you too hard, ruthless. There's a bunch of good women out there. Just don't need this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do this, that. But the fact of the matter is, women are demanding and commanding the floor. They got their demands, the expectations, and if you don't meet them, they will get rid of you. You hear she said 70K, she won't fit into that puzzle. But us men, we think she's not being in her true nature. She is being in her true nature. Women want to take me, take, until they can't take no more. And the moment you get into a long-term investment, you feel cheated.
$1,000. What man is saying that I never want to doing here? Because she's now trying to clean it up because she's been getting so much help.
The head and wear the neck.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I know my role.
Yeah.
And I think we live in a world where women have forgotten their place.
Oh, snap. That sounded tough.
Did it?
You forgot your place.
It's the truth. Women have forgotten their place, Tony. We're so masculine. We're so hard. And I understand it because it's survival based.
Yeah.
But like, it's a defense mechanism. Women don't want to be this hard, masculine, strong, tough. We don't want that.
I believe you. You know why?
Why?
The women I come around in that regard, they go into their feminine with me.
Yeah, I believe.
And I don't even force it.
I believe you.
They just do it.
I believe
and
it.
like I've had women tell me, like, man, you got me in my.
You want to know
feminine.
why?
Mm.
Because you make your yeses yeses and your no's mean no.
Mm.
Even me, who is an ultimate pusher, okay? I'm going to push to get what I want, obviously. Right. Most people, well, I don't know. I definitely push to get what I want. And if I don't get it, if you tell me no, have you noticed that I stop pushing as much with you specifically?
Oh, yeah. They talked earlier about her, about Tony putting his foot down and saying no to her several times and her not taking no for an answer, really. She was asking him to do this podcast previously, but he talks about his no's being no's and his yeses being yes. And yes, absolutely. Most men are going to have that ethos. Most men about their salt are going to have that ethos. But, you know, it is what it is.
No, it's the same level of push.
One time I had to tell you, like, hey, man, respect my no.
But since then...
Well, you haven't asked me anything.
You're here today.
Just this.
Period. But I didn't push because I learned. Your yeses mean yeses and your no's mean no.
So you wasn't going to ask again?
No.
Oh.
No.
See, I didn't even get to that point because I was like, it already came to you.
That's what I'm saying. It was literally like,
leave me alone.
Right.
It wasn't like, hey, come do the show. What's up with the show? Because that's not, but I've learned you now. Mm-hmm. And we as women, we're seeking leadership. We're seeking certainty. We're seeking decisiveness. And your yeses mean yes and your no's mean no. So
notice her difference in behavior. Like she said, around Tony Baker versus the guys that she's on.
Well, but you're not her man. If that was her man and she told the nigga, I want this Gucci bag, and he kept telling her no, whole different game, right? You're just a talk show. She just want to do the show with you. And you like, no, I'm good. And she bugging you, and he's like, my no, me knows, my yes, me yes. But you end up doing it anyway. He ended up caving anyway.
And
I think it's the opposite of what you're saying. I think when you talk about this, I think you're operating as if the majority of people in America are these well-off people who are doing well and have these tight-knit families and have trust where everything is in order. And I think that's the minority still. Like, I think even I think there's a lot of white people. No, they say more white people on food stamps than black people. Sure. Like, there are a lot of white dysfunctional families.
I don't like this narrative. I'm going to tell you why. It's like when, I'd attribute most women to being like celebrities at their peak or their uprise, right? When they're on their uprise, they're selling out the crypto stadium. They selling out, they on tour, people paying thousands of dollars to see them. Then on their decline, when nobody's playing their music and no paparazzi ain't following them, now they performing at the local like senior citizens, situation or like some knockoff high school, right? And then and only then do they appreciate their career and their talent, and they appreciate what now is important in life, But before, it didn't matter because they were selling out arenas. Like, I hate that narrative, man. It's like, why is it that it takes so long? And then I'm also saying to this point, and I hope I'm not contradicting my initial point, I don't think women are like that, in my opinion. I think women always like the Russell Wilson. I think what happens, because we're talking about our community has this attraction to caricatures. We have attraction to like boom, bow, bam, Because the reality is, when you look at most married people, they're not married to people that got plugs and a bunch of tattoos and all that. The dude ain't an ex-gangster. He didn't slang. He didn't do none of that. He was normal. He went to school. He graduated. He got a job. He worked at the plant. That's typical. However, somehow, some way,
but we do have to, once again, decipher the difference between she giving him some box and marriage. Those are two different things. A woman would give a man some box because she wants her it scratched too. But that doesn't mean he's qualified to be her woman, or to be her man, or to be her husband. We got to learn to distinguish the two different things. A woman giving you box and a woman giving you marriage or a relationship are on two different levels. Yeah, a woman that creep with niggas, certain dudes, they good looking or whatever, that creep. Because they get horny too. You know? Yeah. They creep with certain dudes. But listen, when I was in high school, I seen white girls creep with a bunch of the athletes. But they never was holding hands with them, eat lunch together, none of that shit. They would creep with them, meet up, bang, bang, wang, wang. But they never married none of these men, or were they walking down the aisle or being in a relationship with these men, right? Sometimes women just horny and they just fuck. But that's different than a relationship. That's different than a marriage. And we have to discern the difference. When they say, oh, women are attracted to bad guys. Women are attracted to whoever they're attracted to, and they want some different reasons, right? This guy just might be sexual pleasure while she goes to school and get her education. And she don't want to seem like a hoe. So she might get this one guy just to blow her back out. But she has no intentions on marrying him or making him her husband. Those are two different things.
In our community, we have this story behind how, well, girl, he gotta just do it for me. Then when you ask the heifer, what does he do for you? She can't even explain it. That's how stupid it is, because it's not like quantifiable. That's a girl. Women always want the dependable dude. When she 18, 22, 25. I need women to be honest.
It depends. Sometimes women just want sex. Sometimes women just want sex. But you got to distinguish the difference between she wanted sex and she wanted a husband. When it comes to wanting a husband, that nigga gonna have to make some money. Yeah, then he's gonna have to be a high earner, whatever it is the elite of. Right? She won't, you know what I mean? Just because she has sex with a man don't mean she's gonna make that man her man. So we understand women will creep and get their back blown out. It doesn't mean necessarily they're gonna marry him or be his girlfriend. So we got to distinguish the difference.
About that I'm not mature enough to grow up and understand. So yeah, I go through a conversion. Like, I'm a declining artist now. I sell out high schools. I'm no longer the headliner. I'll land.
To be fair though, you're right. Okay.
I don't think it is.
I think it is the need to, it's the need to like satisfy what everybody else likes, right? So like, my man got to look this way so I can gain the approval of like the people that are around, my friends or whatever. So yes, it's what's popular. But deep down, yes, we always wanted the Russell Wilson. We always wanted them to treat us right. Unfortunately, the men that like gain the approval of your peers are not those men that treat you like that. So
Thank
you're
you.
not wrong. Yeah.
Oh,
I
true,
appreciate you.
Yeah.
true.
No, you're definitely
I'll,
not wrong. So
I'll tell you why I
I
think
will
you're wrong.
agree with you there.
I'll tell you why I think you're wrong, True, right? I've been to several high schools, right? I've been to a really, really bad white high school in the inner city. I've been to a decent school in the suburbs, right? I've been to both of them. And in both of those schools, right, the popular guys are never just the guys who are just intelligent, right? The guys, that that all the girls want. They want that guy that peaks early, the one with the six pack, the one that's cool, charismatic. It don't matter where you are. He doesn't have to have tattoos and stuff like that. Even though the ones who often have the tattoos and is willing to take risk early it's attractive to women, and I get it. It makes perfect sense why it would be attractive. There's a masculinity to it, but I don't buy that the women wanted the Russell Wilson early on. I don't buy that at all. Some of them do, right? Because a lot of women understand when they're average, right?
Well, you have to be corrected. Of course they want the Russell Wilson. He's an athlete. Star athletes get bitches. What you talking about? He's a quarterback, which is the highly and most visual, popular position on the football field. So the women, Russell Wilson been having chicks. What are you talking about, man? There they wanted Russell Wilson. He's a football player. Athletes get to pick of the litter. Period. So I don't know where he got that from.
Even though we like to say they don't, but a lot of women do understand when they average. And even though they might be like, oh, look at that guy, he's so attractive. But I ain't, he don't want no girl like me. A lot of them understand that. They're like,
women like winners. Women even want to fuck winners. And they want to marry winners. Women play to win. For them, it's all about wins and losses. And they don't want to fucking lose. This is what men understand. Women play to win. Women are looking to get ahead. They don't give a fuck. They want to win. And by any means, in some cases, ask Sean Diddy. Right? Women play the game to win. And they're looking at their man. So they see Russell Wilson, the captain of the football team, the quarterback. They're giving him some box, nigga. The fuck? What do you mean women don't want the Russell Wilsons? He's a football player. And he's the quarterback. So he's the man. Hey, Russell Wilson ain't no bad looking dude, but it don't matter. He's a winner. And he has potential. Women like winners, not losers. Niggas who are broke to them are losers. Even though high school is a different game, high school is a different game. But if you're a star quarterback, star receiver, basketball starter, you're going to have women because women pick winners. The dope boy, he's going to have his plethora of women because he's coming in with the shiny jewels, the trinkets. He got all the latest clothes on. He's wearing Prada, Gucci. And to that, women look at that as a winner. Women pick winners. And us men are going to have to figure this shit out one day and quit playing with this game. My character, good dudes. Why they don't pick the good dudes? Because to them, good dudes are losers. Them losers are bad men to them. And good men to them are the winners. And that's the name of the game. And we keep trying to fight this. Why she said 70K is too? Because in her mind, in her mind, she's won, and she wants to be joined by a winner. So if she's making $250,000 a year, for her to be the winner, he needs to make $500,000 plus. Because in her mind, that is the good guy. He's the winner in life because he's doing better than me. Now, I don't think this is healthy. I don't think this is the best thing. But once again, gentlemen, we know that women don't pick the best things for themselves. We understand that they're delusional. But what you gonna do? What you gonna do when you want some? When you won't see that attractive woman that you had a great conversation with for 3 days in a row? You know what she wants. She ain't even got to tell you. You know she's looking for a winner. And in your mind, you're like, am I winning or am I losing? And this is how we lead with our success. Our value comes from our economical success. That's why men pull up. When they pull up in that Benz or that motherfucking Maserati, hopping out with the motherfucking Prada or whatever designer, or even just, some really nice clothes. Because we want to be winners too. If you feel you won in life, guess what? You want the best woman to go along with your consolation prize. And women think the same way like you. They want to pick their prize. Even though they think they're the prize, but they want to pick the winner to them, to serve them. Not to serve him. They're picking that winner to serve them. And this is what women do. This is why they state their demands and their expectations. This is why they don't have a problem with divorcing the nigga. This is why they don't have a problem with replacing you or getting you up out of there. Because when they settle down and they look at Instagram, when they look at the Grammys, am I winning? Is this guy helping me win? And this is what happens when the divorce papers come. And not all the time, it's not, understandably, it's not just all about money. I'm going to give it to you. It ain't just about money. It's all about, is he the man she needs him to be to make her happy? And to her, that's a winner. And she's a winner. They're still playing to win. It's not about love, nigga. It's not about your character. It's not about that. Even sophisticated jerk. That nigga ain't broke. He's a high earner. He already admitted that he's a high earner. For he achieved, I believe if he achieved a lot less and became a McDonald's grill guy, his wife would have left him too. Stop playing. Stop playing sophisticated. Oh, I'm a high earner. Ruthless. Oh, yeah, I know you is. Especially if your wife is a high, both of you guys are high earners. Nigga, you can't go get no job at the McDonald's grill. And she would have stayed with you. I'm tired of this capping. All this capping. Oh, well, my life love me for me. We go 50-50. But nigga, you met the qualification, nigga, because you still made either the same or more than her. You couldn't go get a job at Walmart, nigga, and that you still be with her. Ain't no doubt. No doubt, sophisticated. This is what I've been trying to preach to you this whole time. You've been bucking me, oh, Ruthless, you can't, it don't matter. You still have to be, in her eyes, a successful earner. A winner, nigga. If you say, you know what, baby, I'm going to be a Walmart I'm going to be a cashier. She would look at you as a loser. And she would have left your ass. and replaced you. And this is the game, gentlemen. Women play the fucking win. They're not looking for a friend.
You don't want no girl like me. And they go and they end up with average guys like in their high school in their hometown, and they end up living their life and they're not worried about future and all those type of guys. But
and you best believe, sophisticated jerk, that's why you still got your wife.
The girls who are the upper echelon inside of the school, they're dating all of the popular, the attractive guys, the athletes. Like they're getting who they want, right? The athlete, those guys get to pick who they want. And if they gave an average girl attention, she'd be like, "Oh my God, you like me?" Like, yeah, they would. Yeah.
I think you missed the part where I said I know amongst each other we're talking about predominantly our community. I utilize our community, for example. That, in my opinion, because I've been in several different exchanges, multitude of cultures, multitude of different demographics. I personally believe, and Bo even admitted this, most women want the Russell. I'm speaking from, okay, I don't think our community understands that there's a lot of us that can't get girls that are actually quality, that are good women, that come from good freaking families. So we depict that value is, ooh, that's not getting women. Like having them like gawk at you, having them like.
What is you talking about, nigga? Nigga, we want a bad bitch, nigga. We want a bad bitch. We want the best looking woman that life has to offer. If I'm an athlete, if I'm a quarterback, I'm going for the prime queen. I want the winner. And she's picking me because I'm a winner in our eyes. And this is the name of the game. If you are a nerd and you have no network, no friendship, you don't even dress like you just basic average clothes, you are a loser in that woman's eyes. And you will be invisible to her. You will be the invisible man.
Like chat about you. No, because there's girls that men that are the future can't touch. And I don't think guys understand that in our community, because the way we interact with each other on a relational perspective is not the norm. That's just not normal. Like there's protection. There's some people you can't get to.
Doesn't matter what race there is, no matter what background, winners pick winners. You go to all white school, they're still picking the best guys that's possible. Quarterbacks, receivers, point guards, they're still winning. If you are not one of these guys, you will not have a lot of options. Either you're a bad actor who got a good hustle and dress real nice and some looks, yeah, you're gonna have some options. You're an athlete, this is high school. You're an athlete, you're gonna have some good looks, you're gonna have some options. If you're in a band, you better have a plan. If you're a band member, you're not getting no options. You got to work on one girl who is nobody knows that she looks good. You got to creep with her and work on it and try to get you stuff, because you're not getting to the elite girls, the cheerleaders, the cheer team. These women are not dealing with you, because to them, band members are losers. Unless you got some hell of aesthetics. Now, if you got some hell of aesthetics, that could be winning. That would be considered winning. And they'll give you some. They won't make you their man, but they'll give you a little something. You know what I'm saying? That's just the name of the game. Welcome to America.
because their family is strong.
Mhm.
And I get what you're saying, Mont, that there is an attraction, a peak level of what girls, young females, may find interesting. But if we're doing this correctly, most of the girls also, if they're being raised correctly and protected correctly, understand that that's not permissible. I wouldn't even entertain it. It wouldn't go nowhere.
I want you to give me the percentage of women who you think are raised correctly, right, with extremely strong fathers who are controlling who they would allow them to date and who they won't allow them to date. What percentage do you think across all America?
I would say it's about 55-45.
You think 55% of the women in America, the men are so strong in that family and they have such a grasp on that family that my girl can't bring home who I don't want her to bring home?
We talking about America that is heavily dominated by people who don't look like us, right?
White people, all of that.
Yeah, 55-45, easy. That
I would argue it's less than 20% of fathers who have that type of control that's going to control who their daughter is bringing home.
I'll tell you why, because even when I bring up the concept of how relationships are supposed to be built, most people that I've seen on these panels don't even understand that you don't get married without the assistance of the family. We still talk about relationships like it's just us. We talk about it like I ain't having a conversation with your father or your mother or your grandfather, because in most times that we meet each other getting together, they are putting together our relationship and assisting. That's why people get houses and weddings and honeymoons. How many people you know got married and actually went on a honeymoon? Not to Vegas, not to Oklahoma, but like to Greece. How many people do you know?
I don't know a ton of people.
I'm sure, because in our community, we look at relationships like high school, and that's not most people. The average wedding in America is $35,000-$40,000. Most people make that in a year. So how is that possible? Statistically, most people who are getting married spend $35,000-$40,000, and the average income in our community is $35,000, $40,000, $50,000. So that's why I think it's more prominent than we want to give it credit for. We isolate ourselves a lot because we think we are the standard, or we're not.
I think it's the opposite of what you're saying. I think when you talk about this, I think you're operating as if the majority of people in America are these well-off people who are doing well and have these tight-knit families and have trust where everything is in order. And I think that's the minority still. Like, I think even I think there's a lot of white people. You know how they say more white people on food stamps than black people? Sure. Like, there are a lot of white dysfunctional families. And even when I went to a suburban school, right? Most of that suburban school, 75% of it was just blue collar people, blue collar white people who they lived in a small community, but at the same time, like they just were regular people. It wasn't like a rich high school. It was just a suburban high school. And most of those families, if their daughter brought home a guy, those people were very like,
"What's up, Papi Blanco?"
They were very understanding. You know, like a lot of these kids get strung out on drugs and they kind of go through this little phase and then they kind of adjust.
At the end of the day, Roof of Truth is going to give it to you gangster. Women are picking winners, nigga, not beginners. That's the name of the game. And you got to find a way to win so you can get the woman you want, or at least have a shot. Ain't no slacking out here. With the social media thing, it's hard on a yard. These women want the winners. They want the winners. That's all they want. That's why Sarah said, if you make 70K, you are broke. She cannot fit in your puzzle. Now I know it's delusional. We know it's delusional, but we can't change that. Women will continue to be delusional until they don't have to be delusional. And that's when they're 45 to 50. Right? So they got from 18 to 45, nigga. Or 18, depending on how they age. If they age really good, they got 18 to 50 to play with it. They're looking for a winner, not a beginner. These women are playing the game to win. Men, we're playing the game to fit in. We try to fit in with them. Men trying to fit in with the women. Hey, what you want me to do? Hey, baby, hey. Dear honey bump, snuckle pops, doo-doo bums. Could you grab baby cakes? Honey bun, could you grab that for me? Women, they're coming in and letting their nuts hang. Nigga, what you make? What you make? Look, I hear dudes say on this panel, don't leave with your money. But every conversation you have with a woman, within 10 minutes, you can lock that in when you first meet her. What do you do for a living? Nigga, you telling me don't leave with my money, but she's asking me what do I do for a living, nigga? We got to be realistic in this world, man, and quit being delusional ourselves. Oh, don't leave with your money. She don't want your money. But the 10 minutes in that conversation, every woman you're going to meet and a 98% clip going to ask you, what do you do for a living? Because she's accessing, do you make enough? You better not tell her you know grill cook at the Mickey D's, nigga. Let's go play a game. Let's play a game. Y'all want to play a game? Y'all want to have a challenge? Walk up to the average woman. She doesn't even have to be a bad bitch. She could be 5.5, 6, right? Kind of attractive. You'll be someone attractive that you really deal with. And when she asks you what you do for a living, tell her you're a McDonald's fry cook and see how far y'all go. Say, hey, I'm a McDonald's fry cook. Tell her you work at Target and see how far you go. A nice, attractive woman. Tell her I work at Walmart. See how far you go. If y'all think women love you for your character, tell her you just say, hey, baby, you know how you doing? In 10 minutes of that conversation, she'll ask you, what do you do for a living? Tell her, I'm a McDonald's fry cook. Her coochie gonna dry up, nigga. Unless she's a fat, ugly girl. Unless she's, heavy duty with a, then you might be able to get away. She look really ugly. But if she any attractiveness, got a nice body, tell her that. Just try it. See how much. If you really want to think a woman love you for you, y'all really want to prove Ruthless wrong? Y'all really want to prove Ruthless wrong? Go tell a woman, I work at, hey baby, a really cute woman. How you doing? Y'all having a good conversation, y'all laughing, talking, and then she gonna ask you, so hey, so what do you do? Tell her, I'm a mall security guard. I work at a mall. I'm a security guard. See how far you go. This is the hard reality. Women are picking winners, even more than ever. They always did, but not as much. Now, granted, some women will fuck with you on potential. If she thinks you're ambitious, you're trying to make moves, you got ideas, and you're executing, or at least trying to execute them, yeah, they'll fuck with you. But don't get it twisted. You got a timeline, nigga. You got 2 to 5 years to get the shit right. Nah, 5's too long. You got 1 to 2.5 years to get it right. She's moving off you. And that's if y'all don't have a toxic relationship. And most relationships are toxic. So you got a year, nigga. You better move and shake some shit if you want to keep this bitch. These women are not here for your character, nigga. They're not here because you're a nice guy. They're not here because they rock with you wholeheartedly. Is that the case, nigga? Just tell them, keep it real. Say, hey, baby, I'm a cashier at Walmart. Tell them that. I guarantee your stock go down, nigga. Now, if you're really good looking, they still might give you a little something, you know what I mean? Maybe. Your chances go down about 30%. Now, if you got a mouthpiece and you're funny and you know how to, work her emotions a little bit, you might be able to get some that night. Maybe. But you better make sure you buy some E&J, nigga, or some Hennessy. Yeah. You better get that. You better get her some tequila, nigga, some Don Julio, nigga. You best believe, I said again, you best believe you better trick her. You got good game, you good looking, you got a mouthpiece, and you got that Don Julio. You might get some for that night. You tell you work at Walmart, you might still get some. But nigga, that ain't nothing long term, nigga. One night, hit a quitter. And don't go get it. Oh, man. Y'all think Rufus playing? Try it. See if it works. I bet anybody amount of money. If you can get you a wife that's got an education, that's decent looking, and you tell her you work at Walmart. I bet any amount of money. Well, I bet any amount of money. If you really want to test these women to see if there's good women out here, tell them you work at Foot Locker. Yeah, you better keep that Don Julio on you. Now, if you got that Don Julio on you, you might get action. Because that the alcohol make them like, okay, for tonight. Yeah. Well, thank you for coming. Hit the like button. Rufus is out.